Yeah, so I was saying that the types of structure that we have are largely influenced also by many factors. One of it can also be in terms of the environment. Yeah. If it's highly dynamic, then we find ourselves that maybe an organization has to be flexible, and by being flexible, maybe you rather operate in a what? In a flat structure. Maybe economically, so things are not okay, like right now, you wouldn't afford to be having so many departmental heads. You rather have one general what? As long as also say, production, as HR, as one manager. Yeah, so sometimes it can also be, for example, because of the environment that you are operating in. So it can be either the internal, it can either be the external environment. Sometimes it's also dependent on the size of the what? Of the organization. For example, if the organization is small, you can't operate in a flat structure. It has to be what? A flat structure. Because the reason why it is small, one of the reasons can be that you have few number of what? Employees. Yeah, so if there are few, you can't be in a tall structure, it has to be in what? In the classroom. You find yeah, someone is holding different what? Position. Okay? So even in a university setup, there are so many things that are okay. You need a chancellor, you need a vice chancellor, now you need the registrar, you also need the deputy registrar, and also, okay, the deputy registrar in most cases will be somebody looking at academics and somebody looking at administration. So in other universities, that's what they do, is that you have a vice registrar looking at purely admin. Yeah, but administratively things are operating by in terms of supplies, one year. As computer projector, marker, duster, overseeing administrative issues. Memo, they were doing academics. That is a curriculum, so you will find that that will create the structure of the running is in Kukula. But it's also depending on the size of the organization. So that's what we're trying to say. The other factor is what I've already said, is about also the technology that we are using. So sometimes the technology demands us to create certain positions. Like I said, that you have equipment. Yeah, so maybe you're involved in maintaining or servicing that equipment. Eventually, some organizations may think, okay, buying this providing a service within the organization. This may call for that again another department should be created purely for maintenance. That's why you find some organizations also have their own workshop. Yeah? Yes, and that workshop will also create again several departments. Maybe they will need someone who will oversee the whole workshop as a department, yeah, and then who as missing that technicians, yeah, depending also on different skills that are basically what needed. So you can see there that that is also creating the organization to keep on being a tall structure. The second thing still on the restructuring the organization is concerning downsizing. So what does it mean to downsize? To lay more of it. But the reason is sometimes you want to reduce costs in the organization. Yeah. The same issues we're talking about the environment. You see, basically, design, how can we reduce costs? Some of these people are wanting to value of ways. It's not all that fundamental. Yeah, or someone else can do that. Yeah, or it's something that you see that it's not complicated. Somebody can take it as an additional duty or an additional task that it is supposed to undertake. So in such cases, you find that you can reduce in terms of the number of employees. So you can lay off some people, right? Yes. Another way of also reducing costs can also be where organizations are also looking at outsourcing. So instead of Kakamiras also this bank talk, certain things can also be what outsourced. So that it's like you're using other people's what employees to do the work for you. But of course, it does come with a cost. Yeah? Only that going on full time in terms of the payroll and what have you. If a task has been completed, that's the end of it. Okay. So you can also look at issues of downsizing. Yeah, okay. Another activity that you can also do under the restructuring of the organization is also about re-engineering. Okay, under this one, I will explain. This recent intervention involves redesigning the organization. This recent intervention involves redesigning the organization to bring coordination, integration, and flexibility. So the question is, how can we bring in coordination, integration, and in terms of flexibility? So how can we re-engineer the organization? So one way of doing it is through bringing in employee involvement. Okay? But the organization should not be centralized, but should be what? Decentralized. Eh? Yeah. So we should encourage employee what? Involvement. At the same time, you did learn about the different designs that we use in organizations. For example, issues concerning job rotation, job enrichment, job enlargement. Right? Yes. These are all part of trying to re-engineer the organization to improve in terms of the level of coordination, the integration, but also the flexibility that we have in the organization itself. So that's the first intervention that we wanted to talk about today. I mean the second one, right? The first one was concerning human process. The second one was about technostructure. Under the technostructure, we've talked about restructuring the organization, and this can be done through structural design, downsizing, as well as re-engineering. Okay? And then we are also saying that in addition to that, we can also involve in terms of employee involvement and also bringing in work designs. So these work designs are looking at issues concerning job rotation, job enrichment, as well as job enlargement. So all these things that we have discussed will have an impact on the structure. So the first one is looking at that maybe the problems are to do with human relations. The second one is looking at that maybe the problems are coming in because of the structure of the organization. Okay? Then the third intervention is the human resource management intervention. So in other words, this intervention is also coming in where we feel that maybe the problems that we are facing in the organization are coming from the human resource part. And that's why we have to bring in these interventions that will focus on the human resource management element. So what are some of the actions that we can take in terms of, or what are the programs that we can undertake on this intervention? Number one is on performance management.